Miguel Alab Pilipinas. In fact, Noel, the story of their first meeting, it has completely flipped. We mentioned San Miguel Alab Pilipinas outscoring the Black Bears in the paint in their previous meeting, 70-24 for the entire game.
That's an absurd number, by the way.
Here in the first quarter, back in the first quarter rather, Macau outscored Alab 18-4.
And a steal here by PJ Ramos, but it's taken away once again by Derek King as the second quarter gets underway. These two teams will meet two more times before the regular season ends. And here is Tucker. Tucker trying to feed Watkins. He throws it away. Balkman into the front court. Ethan Alvano, no dribbling required.
Now that is where Alab Pilipinas is deadliest, when they are running the open court.
And a steal by Pau Havelona. And back-to-back baskets immediately for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and a quick timeout here for the Macau Black Bears. How things can turn around.
I like that timeout for Coach Mu Jianshin. Maybe other coaches would have waited for another Alab basket. He's seen enough. Back-to-back is already enough. Timeout, Macau.
San Miguel Alab Pilipinas still down by 23, but they scored the first 4 points in the second quarter because of their defense.
Yes, Noel. Back in the first quarter, Macau only committed one turnover, but in 45 seconds here in the second quarter, Alab forced them into two. But Tucker, coming off of that timeout, watering down the fire of San Miguel Alab Balkman. Wow, that was a strong attack.
It looks like he's shaken up once again.
You know, I think people do not realize how much beating Ronaldo Balkman takes in every game. It's just that he's very strong and he can handle it. But you know, if you're not built like Bog, it will really take its toll on you.
Remember, Ronaldo Balkman was part of this team last year when they won their first ABL championship, the Philippine version of the ABL championship. The Philippines winning an ABL championship for the first time since 2013. And he wants to be part of the repeat team if they can make it. Balkman missing on 2 free throws that time, however.
That is one, I don't know if we can call it a weakness, but a part of his game that he can improve on. We know he's a well-rounded player.
Here's a drive by McKinney. This is before the shot. And Anthony Tucker found him at the right time once again.
Really, whenever McKinney finds his way to about 2 or 3 feet away from the basket, sometimes all you can do is give up a foul because he's so creative in finishing.
Quick inbound right now to Chan Jong Chan. Drawing out Ronaldo Balkman. He hit a 3 earlier. Here's Anthony Tucker, who is 5 for 5 so far in this game. Tucker, that's his first miss. Good challenge that time by Balkman. Here comes Havelona into the front court. Over to Balkman for the layup.
Havelona making the right decision there. Fooling the defense, making all of them think he was going to pass out to Domingo.
And again, Pau Havelona is already the 3rd point guard used in this game by Coach Jimmy Alapag. No basket, offensive foul called on Mike McKinney and the Filipino fans in attendance.
That's an incredible decision from Coach Jimmy Alapag, putting in Pau Havelona, a guard who is very pesky as a defender. And we saw him and McKinney in 2 previous sequences before that play happened. They were exchanging, rubbing elbows already, and you know that Havelona was starting to get under the skin of McKinney.
He's going to get under the skin of McKinney the whole game if he gets these minutes. High-low play, Ramos reverse.
That's the reason why Coach Mu Jianshin called that timeout earlier, because San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, you know they have that championship composure and they can get on a comeback run so quickly. Oh, this is still a 22-point lead for Macau.
Chan on the fake, getting it inside to Watkins, loops it over the defense of PJ Ramos. And that lead is up to 24 once again. Under 8 minutes to play here in the second. Domingo on the attack. Lawrence Domingo can't get it to go. Watkins with the rebound.
Was looking for that foul that time, and the defense of Macau just steady.
Tucker got everybody off balance once again with that pole fake. Watkins. Tucker now. They say that Tucker touched it last, so it will be a turnover once again. Balkman just took a swipe at that one, and it went out of bounds off of Tucker.
It's always so risky when you take a swipe at Anthony Tucker when he's handling that basketball because he never dips his head. It's so difficult to read what he's going to do next.
Alvano missing from the outside. Parks back in the game for the red shirts. Here is Nathan Yu getting the finish. And Ronaldo Balkman knocks down one of the fans at the baseline, one of our photographers actually. And Balkman is going to be called for this one. Looks like one of our photographers bore the brunt of that one. We see it again here, Jet.
Yeah,
boom.
Balkman. Well, he lost control there.
And Nathan Yu had a lackluster game, to say the least, against the Wolf Warriors yesterday, but more than making up for it here today.
Absolutely. Re-establishing what is a 27-point lead now for his Black Bears.
And Ramos is going to be called for a charge. Oh, they call a 3-second violation. Check that. The seal was there, but they found him too late.
Yeah, that's right, because Ramos did early work, and he was really underneath already in a position where he could score, but the pass came late, like you said.
Oh. And that time, Tucker was blocked, and another easy one here for Ronaldo Balkman. Coach Jimmy Alab saying, continue the pressure.
Balkman excellent at rim running. That's why you see a lot of those plays where Ramos just heaves a baseball pass.
And the turnovers are starting to mount now for the Black Bears. They've already spent all their timeouts here in the first half, so they can't call another one to stop the action. Time down to 6:29 remaining here in the first half.
But you know, the resiliency as well of the Macau Black Bears. We've seen some highlights already for Alab Pilipinas, and we've been feeling momentum shift the Filipinos' way, but still the Black Bears holding on to a 25-point advantage.
Ramos bobbles that pass from Javelona, and here comes McKinney. McKinney going cross-court immediately. Touch passing here for the Black Bears, leading to an open three. That is missed. Watkins offensive rebound. McKinney asking for a pick. McKinney on the step-back three. Good!
How difficult was that shot, and how easy did McKinney make it look?
Wow, Mike McKinney's got 15 in the game. Ramos gets it over down to Balkman, and Balkman with a stretch.
It will really be those two guys, Balkman and Ramos, who will have to anchor a comeback if there will be one for Alab.
Well, these are two teams that have not changed imports from the start of the season, and it's been doing them well in terms of the team standings. Both with 3-game win streaks coming into this matchup.
I think there are only 3 teams who haven't changed imports. These two and Formosa.
Yeah. But here comes Ethan Alvano after the steal at the finish.
Great finish at the basket.
And how about this? Javelona hits the deck, trying to get position that time on Nathan Yu. And the referees will stop play to clean that up.
But I saw a push. I don't know what Javelona did before Tucker pushed Javelona, but it was clear from our angle that there was a push from Anthony Tucker that sent Javelona crashing to the floor. I'm not sure if the referees did not see it, or sometimes if it's the retaliation of a player, you know, just not to kill the momentum that's happening inside a game. If it's a hit, one hit from one player and a retaliation from the other, the referees just let them patch things up. And
just let him play. Oh, a turnover off the inbound. McKinney was inbounding to Tucker, who was going the other way, and Ray Parks. Wow. This pressure defense by San Miguel Alab Pilipinas is starting to bother now the Macau Black Bears. So many turnovers here in the second. Tucker in the front court. Three-pointer on its way. That is good again from Tian Zhongtian.
Every time Alab gets some rhythm going, there's going to be a big shot from Macau. That's what we've seen so far.
Alvano gets it out to PJ Ramos for 3. Good.
The moment that ball left the hands of PJ, he knew that it was going to go in.
This lead is down to 22, but it's still 22, 52-30. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas showing some fight here in the second as we come up on 4 minutes remaining. McKinney bothered there by Ramos. Balkman gets it. He's got numbers in front. Parks, one dribble, one fake, and he gets it to go.
Good patience there from Parks. He could have gone up immediately, and I think that would have been blocked either by Tucker or you.
McKinney tries to split the defense.
Wow.
And he still gets it to drop.
Oh my goodness.
And a foul given up. It looks like the shoulder of Balkman came into contact with the face of Tian Zhongqian. Now is a foul going to be called on Tian. And Balkman going over to the bench of Macau saying, guys, it's a contact sport.
Oh, there was an extension. We'll try to see it from this angle. This should be a better one.
Oh, wow, that was an elbow swing. And the refs may have missed that one. Looks like Tian is okay. He's going to have a sore jaw for a while.
Well, you know, Noel, players have these kinds of movements. You see it from different guys. When you get fouled, you flail. You swing your arms up and try to sell that call. That's why it's so difficult sometimes to say that it's intentional or it's inadvertent, but we'll let the referees handle this one. One thing's for sure, that was a solid hit.
Yeah.
From the elbow of Balkman, landing it on the face of Tian Zhongqian.
Well, our crew chief right now is our Korean referee, Shin Gi-rok. And it will be Andy Shun, our first umpire from Hong Kong, and our referee from Singapore, Leung Chung Wing. They're still talking it over. Our commissioner is also from Macau, Miss Alice Lay.
You know, this does not feel like a 22-point ball game right now. It feels like it's a 1-point game with 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you're right. But again, it's about these two teams that are playoff bound, Jut, and they know they're going to probably meet each other somewhere down the line.
Well, you know what? The big three-pointers, even not the three-pointers, the shots from McKinney. We said it before. Every time that Alab would get on a shot that could build momentum for them, there will be something from the Black Bears to neutralize the flow of the game or maybe even get them back in the driver's seat.
So what happened here, Jut, was Tian was called for a preemptive foul, but Balkman's called for a technical foul for second motion. And Balkman's saying, oh, it's an unsportsmanlike foul. Ronaldo Balkman, that's 2 free throws plus the ball. And a split by Tian, who still got that sore jaw.
The big thing about that is the foul initially was called on Tian. It was not called on Balkman. But the referees, upon reviewing the play, I believe, or upon talking to each other.
And now Balkman's wondering why he's not taking free throws on the other end. The unsportsmanlike foul outweighs the regular foul, it appears.
Well, Balkman will not take free throws because he was not in the act of shooting, nor was Macau in penalty.
Correct.
And because it was an unsportsmanlike foul, possession goes the Black Bears' way.
Liu Jihao is back in the game. His pass to McKinney, a dangerous one, almost taken away by Domingo. McKinney on the fall-away. Rebound picked up by Parks. 3:35 to play in the first half. 23-point lead for the Black Bears. Parks on the attack. Nothing there.
Every time there's an Alab miss, there's at least 2 guys from the Black Bears trying to get the rebound.
And everybody diving for the ball. They say Alab basketball. McKinney and Balkman getting involved. Mike McKinney still talking to Ronaldo Balkman, and Balkman, you know, he's trying to make sure that everything stays basketball related.
Ronaldo Balkman, a veteran already, has about maybe 6-7 years over McKinney, and
I would think
Mike
so, yeah.
McKinney's young, but you understand also the pressure of this ball game.
Balk actually had 2 pushes on Mike McKinney, trying to keep him away from Ray Parks. This is something that the officials are going to have to look very closely at, as Alvaro gets it out to Balkman once again. Balkman hangs in the air and scores.
Bogman really intense right now. He's just got to be careful. I know he's just trying to pump his team up, but he already has 2 fouls. And one of those was an unsportsmanlike one.
This lead is down to 21, but it's still 21. McKinney for 3. Yes! Mike McKinney is cooking in this game. He's got 20 points already.
He said, I had 19 in the first half yesterday. I can do better. Now he has 20.
And away from play, Balkman takes exception to the shove by Liu Zhihao, and they have to get separated.
But you know what Macau is doing right now. They know Balkman already has 1 unsportsmanlike foul. If he gets called for another one, or maybe a technical, that will be a big development for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
So that will be team foul number 4 for Macau. That's number 3 on Liu Zhihao. Ramos immediately goes into the paint, but misses. Watkins gets it. McKinney pushing it up. McKinney, out to Tucker for 3. And 2 guys just looking at the ball. Watkins out rebounds Ramos and Balkman. Here's McKinney and a foul given up by Domingo.
The shiftiness of Mike McKinney. Not a single player from San Miguel Alab Pilipinas has been able to keep in step with him. You see him there pulling that crossover, and Domingo could only give him a body check to slow him down.
Well, that was their foul to give. Both teams now at the limit. Here's Tucker on a quick turnaround. Won't fall this time. Ramos for the rebound. Here comes Balkman into the front court. And a foul given up by Watkins. That's going to send Ronaldo Balkman to the free throw line.
The first time these 2 teams met, we said that Alab dominated the inside. But for Macau, they made 18 3-pointers in that game compared to only 6 for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. And, well, they could get to that total again because they have 8 already, 8 out of 14 here in the first half with 2 minutes left.
They love shooting in this building, and Ronaldo Balkman struggling with his shot here. Just his free throws have been atrocious so far today.
Exactly, Noel, and that has brought a lot of problems for the Philippine team. Balkman 2 for 8 from the line. He's very efficient from the field, 6 of 8. And this has become a problem for them.
He is still the leading scorer for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas with 15, but that is still a 23-point lead held by the Macau Black Bears, 58-35. McKinney breaks the trap all by himself. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Tucker gives it up to the side. Nobody near Laika Tong, and he knocks down a triple.
That's been missing for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas all game long. That closeout, the defense, the extra effort to make it difficult for the Black Bears to score.
And it's thrown away by Balkman in between Parks and Ramos. And, you know, they're just shooting themselves in the foot right now with all these turnovers.
Absolutely. 9 3-pointers already for Macau. And they also have forced Alab Pilipinas to 12 turnovers.
Wow. Tucker again.
Yet again. A turnover for Alab Pilipinas and then a bucket off of that for Macau.
This lead is 28-63-35 and almost taken away by Laika Tong on the entry pass to Balkman.
63 points now for Macau. Let me just emphasize again that Alab, in their first 19 games, they've only given up an average of 78 per game. Without a doubt, right now I can tell you the Black Bears will surpass that mark.
Right. We're going to have a buzzer here. Looks like Jimmy Alapag was trying to call timeout, and he gets it. 63-35, Macau Black Bears up 28 over San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. We'll be right back. 63-35 right now. The Macau Black Bears all over the visiting San Miguel Alab Pilipinas as the 3-game win streak of both teams are on the line. But no matter how much fight was being shown by San Miguel Alab Pilipinas here in the first half, there's always an answer from Macau on offense.
Absolutely. And Noel, I think we're seeing the Macau Black Bears, they have shifted into playoff mode already. They play back-to-back games. This is already the second of their back-to-back. Yesterday, they played the team that was dead last in the team standings, and they ruled over the Wolf Warriors by 34 points.
Bachman knocks down a deep one. Cut it down to 25, and a foul in the backcourt on Ethan Alvano. More free throws coming up for Mike McKinney. Mike McKinney's also working the officials here.
Well, yesterday, when the Wolf Warriors lost to Macau by that big margin, we know that the Wolf Warriors, they have shown signs of competitiveness here in Season 9, but we weren't all that surprised when the Macau Black Bears dominated them, since it's the Black Bears hosting them as a home team. But against Alab Pilipinas, now this is a surprising first half, especially how the Black Bears have pulled away and have built this 26-point lead, now 27.
Well, you have to remember, of course, the fatigue as well for the season. I've talked to some of the members, some of them are our friends actually, Judd, and they're already saying that it's starting to take toll on them. All of the traveling that they have done this season. This is the longest season in the history of the ASEAN Basketball League, and it's kind of hard to defend your crown in the middle of the longest season, but they can't make that as an excuse right now. They still have time in this one. Here's Balkman getting it to Ramos, and Ramos missing an easy one.
I think Macau has definitely neutralized PJ Ramos. He is a walking advantage for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas against any team in the league.
Right.
But the defense of the Black Bears, and Ramos may even have gotten away with a shove there on Watkins after that miss.
Only 7 points so far for PJ Ramos in this one. And another poke away on that entry pass by Urbistondo is back in the game. 5 to shoot for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, and Josh Urbistondo getting creative.
You made a great point there. It's been easy for the Black Bears to deflect those entry passes for Alab.
They're reading the passing lanes very well, starring Anthony Tucker, of course. Here's Tucker right now, getting a pick from Watkins. They want to take the last shot of the second. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Tucker lets it fly. And that would have counted, but it did not go in. So after the first 20 minutes of action, the Macau Black Bears all over the defending champion San Miguel Alab Pilipinas, 65-40. More action from the University of Macau continues. We are at the half, and we will be right back for more of the ASEAN Basketball League.